So it is a new morning. The shrub trimming lady called, and so what she said is that the shrubs aren't as low as she would like them, so that's aggravating, but it's super frustrating. But we're gonna go back on Friday and fix that, and she also wants the straw installed, so what we're gonna try to do is get the shrubs on the budgeted hours of the straw, because we hit like $23 an hour in P4P on her job. So as long as we can get it within the budgeted hours with the straw and everything, then we can still make money on both jobs, but we'll just have to see. So we just got to this morning's job, but the issue with loading the ball is going to be that this excavator does not have a hydraulic thumb, which is basically a thumb that comes over to pick everything up. So we're going to have to somehow balance it on there as we get into the dump trailer, and the dump trailer's got pretty high sides, so it may be a challenge, but let's do our best with it. We may have to somehow chain each one or something, but you can see we've got piles out there as well, so we've got a good bit to clean up. So we had to run back to the house to grab my checkbook, because we've got a pretty big first load, and this hasn't even really made a dent in all those azaleas, so I imagine we're gonna need like 10 loads. But so anyway, we're gonna need like 10 loads like this, but the issue is our battery to the dump trailer isn't charged, so we're gonna have to figure out some way to we may run and go buy a battery and have this one be charging while we're using the other one, where we can keep dumping over and over, or we may just unload everything by hand, but that's gonna be a pain in the butt if we do, so we'll see. I don't know, they're just super duper heavy, so it's gonna be a lot to unload by hand, but we'll do our best. Rick's grabbing some shovels, then we're gonna run to the gas station, get some more gas, and we're gonna go dump these. Alright, Rick's gonna try to run up the dump trailer without using his hands. Oh, look at that. He's just like a American Ninja Warrior. So, the dump trailer had just enough juice to be able to dump that pile over there, but it took an extra minute or two, so it took a while dumping it. We may actually go grab another battery. Rick said he thought it'd be like 100, 200 bucks, so let's go grab another battery just in case. You can see how slow it's lowering down, just because the hydraulics are, oh my goodness. If that thing drops, it's gonna hurt you. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. So little. Yeah. You see the bulldozer operator slacking, but getting it done. So we just left the dump. We've got $400 in rental fees, about $360. We've got $375 in all the chains and everything that we needed. Plus we have $6 in dump fees now. So we're gonna try to return the chains and see if we can't buy another battery for the dump trailer. And then we'll see how much we end up actually making with the job, but going pretty good so far, other than Rick back there making retarded faces. But
I do it every time, you never see it.
Going pretty smoothly. So we found our first nail. Let's see. Oh, dude, here's another one. There's 2 nails. Alright, there's 2 nails. Let's see if there's any more. I called there was going to be 2 nails. We were making guesses of how many nails the dump would give us. I don't see any in that one. I don't see any in that one, so. Y'all see any? Oh wait, no, it's just a rock. Y'all see any in the truck tires? So I don't see any in the truck tires, so we gotta get this back tire patched in 2 different places, but we can run to Alley Good, we're pretty close. We're at Harbor Freight. We're gonna grab a solar charging panel for the dump trailer battery, where it'll make it easy and it'll charge up for us. So we grabbed some batteries. We're replacing the one battery that was in there with 2 solar batteries. We've got our connectors and everything, and we grabbed a solar panel. So what we're gonna do is replace those that are in there with these batteries, where hopefully, if this works, we'll never have to charge the dump trailer again. So this was Rick's brilliant idea. So we'll see how it works. We're like, what, $275 in? Yeah, so just a small investment into our futures, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but these are too big.
So we've got 2 batteries. I just went and bought another. So we got like $450 in this project. So it's kind of going a little bit expensive, but we'll see how it does. Worst case scenario, we can return the stuff if we have to. They're normally pretty good about returning things. So, and we should be able to return all these chains and hooks and everything that we didn't even end up using, because the other place was pretty chill about us hauling it. So we could just ratchet strap down the excavator and it shouldn't go anywhere. But so that'll be $400 returned and should cover this little project. So we've got our solar panel installed here. There's our charger cable. None of the batteries are actually hooked up because their wire's like 40 or 50 bucks a piece. And I bought the wrong one, so we just returned them. We're gonna run to an auto parts store. But we've got, how much do we have in it so far? Like 300, 400?
Something like that.
Like $300 or $400 in it. So hopefully this pays off in the long run, because it's awfully expensive now. So we ran to AutoZone, but they don't have the wire that we need. So we're gonna run to another auto place in town and see if they've got it. So we're gonna run into Advanced Auto Parts. Hopefully they've got the wire that we need. The other places have had 8 gauge, but we need 4 gauge. So still trying to get these things wired up. We're gonna have to rent the excavator for an extra day just because it's being aggravating and everything's taking a long time. So we're just leaving Dairy Queen. We've got all those batteries hooked up. We had to go to like 5 different places before we could find the cord that we needed. But we've got the battery hooked up where we'll be able to use it now. And so what we need now is, there's something, so right now we've got like 30, I think it's volts or whatever. But we need to get it down to a 12-volt converter just so we don't burn up this pump in here. So we've got everything all set up, it's charging, but we just don't want to burn it up. And so once we've got the dump truck paid off, we'll be able to paint it where it won't be this ugly brown anymore. So excited for that. But in the meantime, gotta go make some money. But we're about to go meet the junk removal guys, make our payment on this, and then we'll be able to head over and start getting some work done. So this is our second load here, and we're still only on the first bed there. So we've probably got at least another load there, load here, load there, so maybe 5 loads total. Like these roots here are ginormous. So you can see like that root right there weighs probably 400 or 500 pounds, but just all the dirt and everything on them makes it really a challenge. So we've got a big pile over here that all needs cleaned out. So kind of a mess. It's taking a lot longer. The excavator was supposed to be back by 1 o'clock and it's like 2 or 3 now, so we're gonna have a bunch of late fees, but it's just kind of part of it. About to run in the dump now. We're gonna have to buy a whole new tire, so that'll be another 170 bucks. So far today we're like $2,000 in the hole. Not going too good so far, so just aggravating. So we're coming on our second trip to the dump and we got a giant slash and tire pop, so that's aggravating. So now it's got 2 nails and a slash in it. This tire is not having a very good day, but just frustrating. Something's always gonna break. So we're pulling into the dump for like the 3rd or 4th time today. The load this time is pretty heavy because it's full of dirt. So every time we go to stop, the truck's wanting to skid because the trailer brakes aren't working. So we really need to get them fixed. We just got the tire fixed, but it's 4:06. So I think this is the last load that we're gonna be able to do tonight. Just time-wise, we're running out of time. So we've gotten a good bit done, but we'll have another probably 4 loads tomorrow that we didn't get finished. But at least we got a decent amount done today. We've got a straw job on Friday that we're supposed to be doing, so man, this road's bumpy. Oh, we've got a straw job Friday, mowing tomorrow, finishing up this job tomorrow. The lady with the shrubs said that the shrubs, she wants them lower now, so that's where we're installing the straw at. So hopefully it won't be too bad to kind of fix that, but we'll see. So we have a 3rd nail in a tire. this is like the never-ending popping our tires day. Look at this nonsense. Look at these chunks missing out of this tire. So we got this one probably needs replaced. This one's pretty bare and may need replaced. It's not too bad though. It's just got a nail in it. We've replaced a tire, had two nails, another nail. This one's doing this weird thing where it's wearing on the inside. I don't know what the deal is. So the guys are finishing up over there at that job. We were supposed to return the excavator by 1 o'clock, and it's like 4:30. And so I just called Tim up there at United Rentals, and actually they let us, it was $400 for a day. They let us upgrade it for so it was $650 total for an entire week of rental for it. So it's not due back till next Tuesday. They were completely cool with it. So for like an extra $200 or $300, we've got it for the entire week. So that's super awesome. We should be able to use that on a few other jobs that we've got going. So that's gonna be really, really nice. So we're gonna have to order a system that transfers. So you can see this blue light tells us if it's getting sunlight or not, but we're gonna have to order a system. There's 3 batteries in the case, but the hydraulics are only rated for 1. So there's a system we can order. I think it's $100, and then that transfers all 3 batteries power down to 1, where it'll just last 3 times as long basically, and then it'll still charge them all. So that'll control going in and out the force where we don't overload all the hydraulics.